We haven't been given the right of sovereignty. We do not make the decisions as a race. I think there's another intelligence interacting. The program decides what it is we do next. And since we're only energy, the energy comes in the form of ideas. That's how the virus affects us. You know, it affects the MEMS that come in, that affect the energy that comes into the program that gets us to think of certain things at certain times. Everything is so orderly, you know, nothing before its time. It's you know, everything we do is programmed. Whether we can take a right turn or a left turn, the free will sounds like a new age concept. Oh, we have free will, we can decide our reality. That's nonsense. We can't decide our reality, and at least not till we get the sovereignty that allows us to make the decisions. Right now, can you imagine they gave us sovereignty that we could decide? The thing would be over already, I would think. But then again, I think we've been infected by a virus, so I think technology is making us dependent on it, and then it will take it away from us. And then, like I didn't finish, once there's a catastrophe or a disaster, then I think we're going to have first contact. That scenario is going to play out. And I think it's going to be in the form of an extraterrestrial returning to the planet that was here before, and it's going to tell us that it can help us overcome whatever the disaster is, save us, if we just allow them to govern us, or something along those lines. Once again, and that's the test, whether we give up our power to it. See, that's what I saw, at least on 11/11, on November 11th of 1998, and what led up to it. On that particular day, I was given a scenario of the future, either in a delusion or some type of preview. You know, only time will tell. But everything that I've done, everything that I've seen so far shows me at least my life is programmed. And I would have programmed it just the way I'm playing it out. And confirmation of that is where I am, what I'm doing, and who I'm with. And everything, you know, if I step back and look, it's perfect. Right up, leading up to 2012. You know, whether it's just my personal adventure or whether it's more than that, it involves the planet. But as far as free will, you know, people used to argue with me, but we have free will. I said, you think you do have free will? You know, well, become a millionaire next week, you know, change the conditions of the planet, change, you know, it's not enough to want to change something, you know, as far as the reality. You can't change the reality. Free will, during a discussion I had, basically the next day, I do most of my thinking while I drive, it was almost like the thought, the only free will you need, Peter, in a program is the free will to end the program. If you don't like anything here, if it becomes too difficult, you can always have that option to end the program. And as far as I'm concerned, go to another program or go to another place. I think that we probably created this reality ourselves, or maybe just some of us, and decided to come down at this particular time and play in it, and be here for December 21st, 2012. But the problem is, we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. Now I'm saying, okay, it's not time yet, otherwise we would, but I don't know. I thought it was going to happen 7 years before 2012, and it didn't happen. So some of the things I'm thinking might not happen, or maybe the universe says 5 years is enough, because you know, if you wake up in a box, you want to know what you're doing there. You know, you come in this planet, what are we doing here? Where are we? That should be the priorities, not trying to kill each other, you know, and justify it or not justify it. You know, you see absurdity here. It has to be a program, all right? Some people can travel outside that program. They don't do the 9 to 5 thing, or they're not born in a country where they have to worry if they're going to eat before they go to sleep, or they're going to wake up the next morning. So, but I'm waiting for something to happen, because I can see a group of people coming together and preparing for 2012 by learning about it. And the signs are here. And no matter what you see going on throughout the planet, you always have to realize that behind the curtain is this other intelligence that you see glimpses of, whether it's certain UFOs, whether it's, as far as I'm concerned, the crop circles, some of the crop circles, some of the other paranormal phenomena. I even think 9/11 was some kind of ritual, that you can see it on one level, but it's a higher level. There are just too many synchronistic events that occurred but it was a wake-up call for me. In other words, it switched my attention from UFOs, from CAUSE, Citizens Against UFO Secrecy, to watching the end times unfold in the context of 2012.